All right, welcome back. We are on Strategy 9. We're cruising right along through the Tabe Language E book. Kind of like Strategy 8, this is not going to be a very long lesson. There's not a ton of content here. It's still on choosing the correct words, defining words that are unfamiliar, using precise language, precise terminology. I'm just going to read this off. Some of this is review. We've talked about some parts of speech before, early on, actually in Strategy 1. So it's going to talk to us a little bit about using those parts of speech to create interest and to create specifics and precision in your writing. Choosing the right words for your writing is important. Of course, there are many words to select from. There's a lot. As a result, picking just the right word to describe what you mean can sometimes be difficult. Choosing specific adjectives and adverbs can make a huge difference in your writing. Adjectives describe or modify nouns. Adverbs describe or modify verbs. When you use an adjective or adverb, you want to choose one that is strong and clear. For example, think about this sentence. I felt bad when Tara moved away. Bad can mean a lot of things. Read this sentence. I felt miserable when Tara moved away. Miserable describes the feeling more clearly. Another way to make your writing clearer is to use words and phrases that signal time. These words tell your reader when something will happen or has happened. Some words you can use to show time are after, around the same time, before, first, last, next, then, and soon. So these words, we're not talking about a specific time a day, but time in relation to something else, like before, after, last, next, then, and so on. Some words and phrases signal place. These words can also help your reader understand your meaning. They explain where something will happen or has happened. Some words you can use to show place are downstairs, upstairs, inside, outside, here, there, on top of. Okay. Look at the underlined words in the following sentence. When Jeff went upstairs, he found his clothes scattered on the floor. Upstairs tells you where Jeff went. It signals place. Scattered describes Jeff's clothes. Scattered is a much more descriptive word than thrown or tossed. This sentence explains where Jeff went and what he found when he arrived. You can clearly imagine what Jeff saw. Okay. So if you want to pause the video for a minute and do this practice, there's not a lot of it, just this one page, and then I'm going to go over it here in just a second. But the point here, we're talking about words that signal time and place. We're talking about choosing words that are precise and accurate to your meaning, using adverbs or adjectives to modify words if necessary to create interest or meaning. So in number 1 here, we're asked to identify words that signal time or place. So after is a word that signifies time, and then there is a word that signifies place. Okay, with these, we're asked to come up with an adjective or adverb that's clear, that's interesting, that fits the meaning of the sentence. And so I'll read the ones off that I got, but of course, you're welcome to have chosen many other adverbs or adjectives to work in the sentence. Number 2, Adina felt disappointed when she found out that she did not get the job she wanted. Anything that communicates kind of that feeling of rejection or sadness would work. Number 3, Luke moved stealthily through the darkness, or quietly would work, silently, anything like that. 4, Sarah was thrilled after learning she had won the contest. We need something that communicates extreme happiness. She just won a contest, so, thrilled, overjoyed, anything that communicates extreme excitement or happiness. 5, Hector waited patiently for his favorite cousin to arrive on the train. And work through the multiple choice. So number 6, read the sentence. Which word or phrase correctly completes the sentence? And it's before I eat dinner, I must finish mowing the lawn. Maybe you're thinking, well, after would work too. Sure, it would, but that wasn't one of the choices. We had after that. Even though we weren't specifically told a time frame here, before is the only word that works grammatically in the sentence. Okay, 7. Which word or phrase correctly completes the sentence? It was much cooler inside once we got out of the sun. Getting out of a place means going into somewhere else. Okay, 8. Which adverb correctly completes the sentence? I was still filling in the answers, but Jen finished the test B rapidly. Showing contrast between Jen's speed and the speaker's speed, which is much slower. And then lastly, number 9, which adjective best replaces the word good? Writing is tough for Kent, so he felt thrilled when he got an A on his report. So, he's probably not used to getting A's because writing is tough. So I'm going to assume that his excitement was pretty extreme. He felt thrilled. Okay, so that ends both the instruction and the review and answers part of Strategy 9. We'll be moving on very quickly to Strategy 2. Strategy 10. So I will see you next time. Have a great one.